Is it really worth it? Merhaba, nasılsınız? Welcome to today's board game stream. Today we will be playing Root, and we will be playing against the bots as usual. First, I have a couple of corrections from last time I streamed Root, which was on Tuesday, or at least one correction. The correction being that when you're playing with only one or two humans against the bots, then you're not including the domination cards. That out of the way, I figured I would, because first off, now I've gotten this fancy setup for the stream, so I'm excited about trying to see how that looks like. And I am also I have also found the corrected version of the electric Eerie, so the electric Eerie will no longer end up hanging around in the corner and getting stuck. That being said, a viewer, when I was streaming this on Tuesday, mentioned playing as the Riverfolk Company when no one is interested in buying stuff from your from you in general. That is interesting. So I'm going to see if how it feels like to try playing as the Riverfolk Company when no one is buying, and the bots are definitely not going to be buying anything from me. So let's get into it, shall we? Here we go. I've set up the board, and as you can see, we have the Mechanical Marquise 2.0, we have the Electric Eerie, the Automated Alliance, and the Vagabonds. All of these are the bots that I will be playing with. They come in the Root Clockwork expansion, and this right here, that is my Riverfolk Company player board, which is that's who I am playing as. All right, shall we get started? So clearly, first we have the Mechanical Marquise who are going to start the game. However, I'll just quickly go through a little bit of what everything is. If there are any questions whatsoever, I have chat right there, so just go ahead and throw your questions into chat and I'll have them answered as soon as I see them. No problem. And yeah, other than that, I would give you a quick rundown of how the game works. So you have this forest right here. This is the winter map. This is the winter forest. So you have this raging river right here, and the winter map, all the different maps apart from the fall map, which is the original map, all the different maps have unique special rules. So this winter map right here, this river divides the forest. The river in the other maps, as that means the original map and the mountain map, the river doesn't divide the forest, and in the lake map it kind of doesn't, but there's a special rule for that in the lake map, because the main part of that map is that it's a giant lake in the middle that you're playing. Alright, so let's go through real quick. You can see there are a bunch of numbers on the different clearings. So all these little spots with the different colors are clearings. The different numbers are for the sake of the bots, so that the bots, the numbers will help the bots decide on where they would like to do whatever. Okay? So, we have the different clearings, and the different clearings have a different color. So there are three different colors that will be represented by the cards as well. So I'll draw my 3 cards, the starting hand, and you can see over here that you see the different colors. So you have 2 mouse cards and 1 bunny card. The bunny card is yellow and the mouse cards are orange. So those clearings are represented by the cards as well. So the cards are of different colors and the clearings correspond to those different colors. And that fact is varyingly important to different factions. Factions treat that fact differently. Some it is of a lot more importance to than others. So we have the red clearings. Those are the fox clearings. And then we have the orange clearings. Those are the mouse clearings. And then we have the yellow clearings, which are the rabbit clearings. However, I'm going to say bunny very often, so please do forgive me for that. Yes. So then we have 5 factions currently playing on this map. The first faction you can see here is the mechanical marquees. These are the cats that have come and taken over the forest after the birds became lazy, and the cats took over the forest, and now they're trying to extrude all the resources from the forest and make it into a factory setup. So they were chopping down trees. That is not something the birds care for, so the birds have returned, and these are the birds. This right here is a electric airy warrior. As you can see, it's a little bit angry. And so they've come back to take care of the cats who are ruling their forest. In the shadows, in between everywhere, we have the Woodland Alliance. As you can see here, their warriors are represented by a mouse, and they are the forests. No, they are the animals of the forest who are fed up with the cats and the birds squabbling and fighting in their territory where they live, and they are trying to stop that. And then the last bot faction we have is the Vagabot, here represented by its pawn for the Tinkerer. So the Vagabot is just player in this whole big world. It's just enjoying the chaos and trying to be a hero of the people. That's basically what the Vagabond is. So that's the job of the Vagabond. Me, lastly but not least, we have my faction. I'm playing as the Riverfolk Company. They are a bunch of mercenaries who are otters, and they are in the forest trying to seize the opportunity and take advantage of the fighting that is going on, and are selling their services. So the Riverfolk Company can sell their cards. They can sell their riverboats, meaning that they let the whichever faction purchased the riverboat, let that faction use the river as a path. And they can sell mercenaries, which means that people are going to use their warriors to fight. And that is basically it. That is basically it. Yes, also probably important to remember is that whenever the Riverfolk otters, whenever they use a river as a path, they ignore rule. So that is the important thing to remember, is that movement requires that you rule at least one side of the clearings you're moving between. So either the clearing you're moving from or the clearing you're moving to. Unless you're the vagabond, of course, because the vagabond ignores rule. Alright, so again, if there are any questions at all whatsoever, don't be shy. Put them in the chat and I'll respond to them and explain as soon as I see the question. So shall we just get started then? Let's just go ahead, and I'll explain as I'm playing what actions the bots are doing, but then the explanations will be fewer and fewer, or there will be less and less of the explanations when I've been playing for a while and I'm starting, and so like assuming that you'll have started to become a little comfortable with how the bots do their actions. Without any further ado, let us draw the first order card for the Mechanical Marquise. And as you can see right here, it's an ambush card. The bots don't really care about what kind of card they're drawing. The important part is the color at the top, as well as whether or not there is a craftable item on it. So this ambush does not have a craftable item on it. So it is just only the color of the card or the suit that matters. So so now the Mechanical Marquise will start their daylights. First, the Mechanical Marquise will battle in each colored clearing. So they will battle here, or here, or here, or here. However, there are no enemies in any of those clearings, so there will be no battles. Next up, we have recruit 4 warriors evenly among ordered clearings you rule, and the Mechanical Marquise rule all 4 of those clearings, so they recruit a cat warrior in each and every clearing of the rabbit suit. Then they build workshops. Now they choose where they want to build their workshop by where they have the most warriors. And they are tied for the most warriors in all of the rabbit clearings. Therefore, they will build in the highest priority rabbit clearing, which will be this one up there, and so they place their workshop there. Next up, we have move, all but 3. So there are no clearings in which the cats have more than 3 warriors, so the cats will not be moving. Sorry about that. There we go. Yep. All right. Good. And now expand. If you did not build, they did build, so no expanding. And now they will score. That is 1 point because they have 1 building 8. And then they discard the order card. And now it is the electric Eerie. So now this is going to be the fun part, because now we will be playing with the new and corrected Eerie bot rules. So they drew this card right here, which has a craftable persistent effect, which doesn't matter because it doesn't have any items, the craftable items, so it is only played by suit, which is mouse. So then what they do then is they start with recruit in mouse clearing, so that's one warrior in mouse clearing, and then they recruit 2 in any clearing because that's a bird, so they go here and recruit 2 more birds in here, and then they move from the match clearing you rule with the most warriors to adjacent clearing with no roost, and then by roost then the fewest enemy warriors move from the match clearing, yep, fewest enemy warriors, which would be here, and then they gather their troops, and then they do another move for the bird column, and they move from where they have the most warriors, so here, to the clearing with the fewest enemy pieces, and or first and foremost the clearing with no roost, so that is either 12 or 9, and then the fewest enemy pieces, they have equal amount enemy warriors. Then let's actually have a quick little peek at the rules to make sure that I am following this perfectly correctly. No, it's just to be sure. It's better to be sure than not sure. There we go. Look, it's grabbing the rules because I have the rules here on my phone. I'm just grabbing them real quick. And we'll go down to the electric area. And yes, so the movement, not recruit, move first time, so the rule suit called move to adjacent clearing with no roost. If all adjacent clearing have roost, never mind. Tiebreakers below. We are playing with the fewest enemy pieces and then the highest priority. Fewest enemy pieces and the highest priority, which would be this. Then here they are, and then we have battle. So battle in the matching clearing against the player with the most buildings there. So they will battle, but there is only one mouse clearing in which they can battle. So they will battle here, and then let's see how that goes. We have a 3 and a 3, so they do an equal amount of damage. One bird is taken out and a cat is taken out, and then they are done with that battle, and then we have the next battle, and let's see how that goes. This old battle also gives the electric an extra hit. 2, yeah, there we go, looks good. So that's 3 hits on the cats, so all the cats are most definitely eradicated from that clearing. And now there is nothing more in the decree for the birds to do, so they build a roost and clearing a rule of highest priority with no roost. So they build a roost here, and that is it. Now they score, and they score 1 victory point because they have 1 roost out. Next up we then have the Automated Alliance, which means that they will draw a card which will be their order card. As you can see here, it's a fox card. ambush card. Ambush card is not important as we know, but so it's a box card with no craftable items. Okay, here we go. Revolt, so they will revolt, but they do not even have a single sympathy token on their board whatsoever. So we are going to go on to Public Pity. Spread sympathy twice if you have 4 or fewer. So we spread sympathy in the matching unsympathetic clearing. Place a sympathy token in the ordered unsympathetic clearing with the fewest enemy warriors adjacent to any sympathetic clearing. Place a sympathetic clearing in the fox with the fewest. So definitely not that. So I guess the highest priority. Instead, sympathy token on the clearing with the fewest enemy pieces. Budget ties, so highest priority, which is here. So sympathy token there. And then we have another sympathy token spread to the other fox clearing right here. That gives them 1 point for spreading sympathy. And then we have spread sympathy in daylight, which there are no other ones with, and they can't place it there, so they have to place it there. So they try to spread sympathy. They cannot reach any of the other fox clearings, so they can't spread from here to a fox clearing. So they look at it again, trying to find the place with the fewest enemy pieces, which is definitely here, because here there's a bunch of birds, and up there we have 3 enemy pieces. And even if that up in the right on the left corner would have been the clearing with the fewest enemy pieces, they would not be able to spread there, because the cats have a keep there, and the keep keeps any other player from placing anything in that clearing. They can move there, but they cannot place anything there. They cannot place a piece there. Now, no surprise revolt either, so we're going to evening, which has organize and recruit, which are things they are unable to do at the moment. And so they will discard their order card and pass the turn over to the Vagabond. Now, the Vagabond is playing as the Tinker. As you can see here, it has day labor. Search the discard pile for the top card with an available item and craft it. Scoring +1. Start the game with 1 fewer items. So now let's have a look at the Vagabond. They will draw the order card, which will be this bird ambush card. That's interesting how many ambush cards are in this right after each other, but hey, what can you do? Alright, so we reveal that. No crafting, no slipping is necessary, so we do the bird part, which is first explore. What will we be exploring? We will move to the nearest ruin, exhausting 1 item per move, and then exhaust 1 item to take an item from that ruin. Yes, we have 2 ruins nearby that the Vagabond can reach, so we take the highest priority one. And that means we exhaust 1 item, and then we exhaust another item to explore this ruin. That opens up an additional spot for the other factions to build. There you go. That is done with that explore action. Now it's time for a quest. The current quest the Tinker has is this errand in the rabbit clearing. So the vagabond has to go down here. Is the quickest, easiest one to get to. Move to the nearest clearing matching the quest, then exhaust any true items. In this card, the quest has scored 1 victory point. So the vagabond scored 1 victory point, and the new quest is repair a shed in a fox clearing. You see the vagabond repairing right there with an animal for a reason. I'm assuming some kind of spikes to hold the shed or something. Anywho, yeah, let's see what the next is. Aid. There are no items available for anyone, so there will be no aiding. And then battle. Move to the nearest clearing with any pieces of the enemy with the most victory points, which are all the factions except me. So the vagabond is already in a faction where there's a player with the most victory points. But the vagabond doesn't have any more items to exhaust in order to battle, so there will be no battling now. That is the end of that evening. If you have any damage items, refresh 4. If you have none, refresh 6 instead. Doesn't matter, so the vagabond refreshes all the vagabond's items. If you are in a forest, repair all item. If not, repair 1 item. No repairs needed. Discard the order card. Done. Now it's my turn. Protectionism. If payment box is empty, pays 2 warriors in it. It's not. Score dividend. If any post 2 funds. Nope. Gather funds. Move all warriors on faction board to the funds box. There you go. And yeah, I guess let's establish a trade post with garrison. Spend 2 funds, spending these fellas right there, to place a trade post right there, and a warrior. So we're now 5 warriors there. And so that is 2 victory points for that. Right, alright. Now we have 1 more fund. So what do we want to do? Oh, we can craft. So I'll craft. I'll craft these boots. Should probably show you guys. I'll craft these boots right here. This, as you can see, travel gear. It's a set of boots, and I score 1 victory point, and then I discard. Well, hang on. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Just had to check something. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that is 1 victory point. So I'm up to 3 victory points. And then discard down to 5, sets service costs. Everything costs 4. No one can afford anything anymore. Yeah, alright. That's cool. That's cool. And that is it. That is it. All right. Next up, we have mechanical marquees. I'm a little bit surprised at how quickly I took the lead, though. I'm curious. I am a little curious. Oh, right, I forgot. I need to take the boots. There you go. All right. Hmm. Mhm. I can spend 2 funds. Hmm. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. It is time for mechanical marquees. Sorry, I'm just kind of planning out my future movements. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Now we will take the order card for the mechanical marquees. As you can see, it's a rabbit card, and we have rabbit partisans, so no craftable items, meaning that we will just go on into daylight. Battle in each ordered clearing. So now again, they are trying to battle in all the rabbit clearings. However, again, they do not have anyone to battle because the clearings where they are present, there are no enemies present. In the clearing where they are not present, well, they're not present. Recruit. So we recruit 3 first, 1 in each. Oh boy, sorry about that. 1 in each of the rabbit clearings. And then we recruit 1 extra. We recruit 1 extra in highest priority clearing. We just need to go in here and take care of this little bit first. Okay. There you go. There's always some kind of setup that I forget every single stream. Not good. Nanie dobre. Sisa. Yeah, so the highest priority one is this. And we have build. Again, they're building a more workshop, and that means they would like to build that here. However, there are no spots available. And so it's then either this or there, and this is the highest priority one. So we have 2 workshops there. Quite nice. Move. All but 3. So this is the only one where they can move. So from each other clearing to the adjacent clearing with the most enemy pieces. So they move down here where I am. It's fine. Don't worry. I am pretty sure I'll be just fine. Okay? No need to worry. Alright, yeah. Build, move, and expand. No expanding necessary. Score 2 victory points. 2. Now the mechanical marquees are tied for the victory with me. Yeah. It's not bad. Then they discard this order card, and we draw a new order card for the mechanical marquees. And as you can see, it's a fox card with a craftable item, a hammer. So they will craft the hammer and put it on their player board and then score 1 victory point for crafting it. And then they will add it to their decree. Next up we have the decree resolving. First, recruit 1 warrior in a fox clearing. They are not present in a fox clearing with a roost. Mouse clearing. They are in 2 mouse clearings. Recruit warriors equal number of cards on the mouse clearing with a roost. Task recruiting such a clearing with most enemy pieces. With the fierce area warriors and lowest priority. Lowest priority, here we go. Is it the same? I wonder, in the updated rules. Should probably have printed this out. But what can you do? First type, such a clearing with the most enemy pieces. Second type, such a clearing with fierce enemy. That's such a clearing of lowest priority. Yes! Exactly the same! And then we have 2 in the one with roost. Recruit most enemy pieces, a few area warriors, so there we go. Now we have a few more area warriors there. Then we move from the matching clearing rule of highest priority. Red, they're fox. No move, they aren't present in any fox clearings, so they cannot move from any fox clearings. Now we go on to mouse clearing. They move from the mouse clearing. Which mouse clearing do they move from? Let's check out the rules there. Move first tie move from clearing your rule whose suit match this counter suit and most area and has the most area warriors. So this one has the most area warriors. Move 2 to somewhere there is not a roost, which means here. They come up here and join us there. And there we go, that's a move. Or wait, actually, they might move there, because that also doesn't have a roost. Ah! Right, move to adjacent clearing with no roost. If I'm adjacent clearing roost, move to adjacent clearing with a roost following the tiebreakers below. First destination, such a clearing with the fewest enemy pieces. So this has a lot more enemy pieces than this does. So the birds will move up here. And there you go. That's a move from that. And then we have move for this. Move from the clearing rule whose suit matches the opponent's suit and has the most area warriors. So this. So they move 4 with no roost, which are one of these 2. With no roost. Such a clearing with the fewest enemy pieces, equal amount, such a clearing of a lowest priority. So up here, 11. They move up here to 11. That would have triggered the automated outrage from the automated alliance if that had been a human, but since it's a bot that is doing the movement, no such triggering happens. All right. Yeah. Then we go on to battle. Now they will first try to battle in a fox clearing, which this is the only fox clearing they are in. With the most buildings. Most pieces with the most victory points. So I guess the most defenseless would then also go for so they will attack whatever is least likely to attack back. So they attack the automated alliance, which gives them 1 victory point for taking out the cardboard. And then we have a battle in a mouse clearing. They cannot battle in a mouse clearing. And then they have a last battle. So the question is, Do they battle there again, or where do they battle? In the machine, the color suit, the defender is the fire. Such a clan with no roost, so it's either this, or that. Alright. Second tie, such a clan with the most defenseless buildings. None of them. Such a clan of lowest priority. So lowest priority is here, so they battle here. And that is against the cats. Alright, let's see how that battle goes. And they get an extra hit because this is the column with the most cards in it. So there we go. 0 and 3. The birds do 3 damage to the cats. And the cats do no damage to the birds. Alright. Good. Good. And then build a roost and clearing a rule of highest priority with no roost. Is that still the same? Build, place a roost and clearing a rule with no roost. Picking a clearing of highest priority. So they build a roost in the clearing with no roost that has the highest priority. So this one. Why? There you go. Very nice. Was built. Now they score 2 points. So they are up to 5 points and they are currently in the lead. It is time for the automated alliance. And let us have a look at what they draw. They draw there a fox card, which also does have a craftable item on it. Let's see if I'm able to. Is it possible to just put it here? If we do a little bit of this. So will it then also, we can put this to the side. Oh. Sorry. Hope no one is getting seasick. There we go. And if we can place this there. That's not good enough. So what about there? Then it falls down. Okay, not good. So I guess we'll just put it there then. Alright, so there you go. Over there. It's a fox card, and they craft a boot. So they will craft a boot and get 1 victory point. The last boot available, and they get a victory point. They are now up to 2 victory points. Now they revolt. Revolt in a fox clearing, which they can to remove all enemy pieces from the ordered sympathetic clearing with the most enemy pieces, which is here. So they remove 1 cat and place a red base here. Ordered base there to revolt. The other base must be revolt. Yep. And then we have spread sympathy to the red. Place a sympathy in the token in the ordered unsympathetic clearing with the fewest enemy warriors adjacent to the unsympathetic clearing. So this would be the only fox clearing available. So unfortunately that means because of martial law they do not get a point for that, because that gives them 1 point, and martial law subtracts 1 point. Because you get, if you have 3 or more warriors of the same player in the clearing where you're putting down your sympathy, then martial law triggers and you get 1 fewer points. All right. No surprise revolt, but can try our guys. No, however, we can recruit. That we can do, and then we discard this card. All right, good. Now it is time for the vagabond. Let's have a look at what the vagabond gets. Mouse clearing with no craftable items, so that is fine. We put that there. There is no need to be slipping anyone. So we start with a battle. Battle against. So they want to battle against the electric area. Interesting. Interesting. So we have moved to the nearest clearing with any pieces of the enemy with the most victory points and access one item to battle a player. Score 1 per enemy warrior removed. Alright, so let's have a look at how the Vagabond does it against the electric area. There we go. It's 3, is it? 3 and a 2. So the Vagabond does 1 damage to the electric area. The electric area does 2 damage to the Vagabond. Damaging 2 of the Vagabond's items. The Vagabond gets a victory point for taking out a electric area warrior. And the Vagabond goes again, exhausting 2 items per extra battle as many times as possible. So 2 more items exhausted. Let's see how that goes. 3 and a 3, meaning that the area dynasty does 1 damage to the Vagabond, and the Vagabond does 1 damage to the area dynasty, scoring the Vagabond 1 point. And then we have repair. If you have any damage item, exhaust 1 item to repair 1 damage item. No can do. And then we have special. Search the discard pile for the top card with an available item and craft it, scoring +1. Alright, let us search the discard pile. Craftable, no, nothing is craftable, so no crafting will happen. That was a shame. If you have any damaged item, refresh 4 undamaged items. If you have none, refresh 6 instead. If you are in a forest, repair all items. If not, repair 1 item. Repair unexhausted items before exhausted items. And discard the order card. And then the Vagabond is done. And it is time for me. Alright, protectionism. If parent box is empty, place 2 warriors in it. Score dividends. If any trade posts are on the map, score +1 per 2 funds. Gather funds, move all warriors on faction board to the funds box. There you go. So, what will we do? First, I think we will yeah, I think we'll wait. Vagabonds, Riverfolk Craft. During daylight, by committing funds to anticipation on trade post tracks. They have no crafting pieces. Craft good funds to craft their hand instead of moving this warrior to the commander and place on anticipation tracks. Matching the suits listed on the crafting cost. Aha! That is fine. That is fine. Commit a fund to move. So we will commit a fund to move all these fellas over here, down there. And then spend 2 funds of a clearing's ruler to place a matching trade post and a warrior there. So we will place a trade post there and a warrior because we're the rulers. That gives us 2 victory points. 2, and we are tied for the lead with the electric area. Alright. We discard, set services. That looks good. And that is basically it for now. Let us have a look at then mechanical marquees. We draw a card. Let's have a look there. It's a rabbit card with a craftable item. So the mechanical marquees will craft that item. Which is coins. And they get 1 victory point for doing so. Battle in each order clearing. Again, they're battling in the rabbit clearings. However, they aren't near any enemies in any rabbit clearing. No battle. Recruit 4 warriors. Now they only rule 2 clearings with 2 rabbit clearings. So they will recruit all 4 evenly divided. Build. Keep building workshops. This is full. This is full. Building a clearing with the most marquee warriors. So this is full. This is full. Then we have 2. Here we go. We build a workshop here. Great. Great. And then move all but 3 of your warriors from each order clearing to the adjacent clearing with the most enemy pieces. Alright. All but 3 of your warriors from each order clearing to the adjacent clearing with the most enemy pieces. So here with the most enemy pieces, which would mean they are coming in here onto the birds, and 2 with the most enemy pieces. Okay, with the most enemy pieces. None of them have any enemy pieces, so we take highest priority, and there we go. Expand with no need. We score VP. 3 points for the mechanical marquees. 2, 3, 7. And then they discard their order card. Now it is time for the electric Airy. Let's see what they are planning to do. There we go. We have a bird card with a craftable item. However, the item that you can't craft is unavailable. So it's just a regular old bird card. A regular old bird card. Alright. Recruit. Let's pull up the updated rules again just to be sure. It's warriors, so that is 1 recruit. Roost. Do we have any fox roosts? Nope, we do not. So mouse roosts. We have 2 mouse roosts. Just clearing with the most enemy pieces. So there we go. That's 1. And then we have 3 warriors in any. So that is again with the most enemy pieces. So they are here now. Alright, that is recruit done. Time to move. Move from the clearing rule whose suit matches column suit and has the most every warrior. So the most in fox clearings. So these 3 move to a clearing without a roost. So either up there or down here. Because this does have a roost. Which I recommend. I thought just have a roost, move, I just clear with the roost, follow the attack vectors. First type of clear with the fewest enemy pieces. that has 5 and this has 3, so they move down here. And then we have mouse clearing. So where are they in the mouse clearing? This is a mouse clearing. The rules of Massachusetts has the most area warriors. This has the most area warriors of the mouse clearing ones. So move to a clearing without a roost. So we have a couple options. Wait. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they can't actually move from there because they need to still rule the clearing. So no movement. And then we, so that is this mouse clearing then. This mouse clearing can move to a clearing that doesn't have a roost, which is this, period. And then we have move this. Any clearing has most area warriors, so this they can't move. This or this, but they aren't enough, so no movement, no more movement. Then we have a battle in a fox clearing. So which clearing shall we battle in? Suit matches column. You shall battle in clearing for suit matches column. If the column has more cards than each other column, you do one. But target clearing shall clear with no roost. Okay. With most defenseless buildings. This has 0 defenseless buildings. So it's this one because this building is not defenseless. Such a clear lowest priority. So here, and then attack this sympathy token. Gaining the Erie Dynasty 1 point. Alright. Oh yeah, where was I? Right, they took out here. So, mouse clearing. This is the only mouse clearing in which they can battle. So they attacked me. So let's see how that goes. Birds versus otters. And that's 2 each. So 2 birds go away and 2 otters go away. Alright, interesting. And then we have another battle in a another clearing. This time any clearing. Clearing whose suits the defender display with the most buildings there. Okay, first target. Such a clearing with no roost. So not there or there or there. So either here, here, or here. The most defenseless buildings. They all have 0 defenseless buildings. Lowest priority. So here. They attack the mechanical marquise. They have an extra hit. So they can get a max. Oh yeah, okay. So that's two hits for on the cats, and the cats are removed from that clearing. And that is the end of the battle. It's time to build in the clearing rule of highest priority with no roost. So they rule here, it has a roost. They rule here. Alright, does not have a roost, so here we go. And then Earring scored a victory point, 3 victory points, 9 victory points, and the Electric Ear is once again in the lead. And then we have the Automated Alliance. Let's have a look at what they get. It's a knapsack mouse in a sack. It's a mouse card and a backpack, so craftable items. So they will indeed craft that item. Score 1 victory point, and they are tied for last with the Vagabond. Let's see what they do. Revolt in a mouse clearing. They can revolt in a mouse clearing, so they revolt over here, take out Litka, and take out their recruiter. And that, because they took out the recruiter, they score a point. And then they place a base. And no public pity because they revolted and spread sympathy. Mouse clearing. They cannot spread sympathy up there, so sympathy with the fewest enemy pieces, which would be here. Because the Vagabond isn't a piece, it's a pawn. Alright, no surprise revolt, no organized recruit, a warrior in each clearing with a base. There we go. And that is about it. Discard their order card, and it's time to see what the Vagabond is going to do. The Vagabond draws a order card that is a bird card. And let's see what the Vagabond does. No crafting, 2 or fewer undamaged items, move to a random adjacent forest, then go to evening. So they do go to a random adjacent forest, I mean I guess there, and then it goes to evening. If you have any undamaged item, refresh for undamaged. If you're in the forest, report all items. Repair all items. And then discard the order card. That wasn't very much for the Vagabond to be doing. Now it is my turn. Alright, protectionism. Play box or something, place 2 warriors in it, score dividends, got funds. Move, commit a fund to move. So we move these fellas over here, up here. Then we spend 2 funds to establish a trade post with garrison. So we trade post right there, and an extra warrior right there. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah. Then that's about it. Can't do much more than that. I get 2 victory points for doing that though. And yeah, that's it. Can't really do more. Alright. So I think I'll draw some cards next round to retain some funds, and then I'll wait for the scoring that way too. I think that sounds like a good idea. Mechanical Marquis, let's see what they do. They draw an order card, that is a bird card. What? Another one? This is the exact same. Alright, so we're going to Escalated Daylight. Battle in each clearing. Every single clearing where they are. Nothing there. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Here, they will battle my trade posts. Okay, that's mean. Why would you do that? Score a point for that. Yeah, nothing here, nothing here. Where's 10? Oh, nothing there. They battle the birds. Let's see how that goes. 3 against 2. They both take each other out. And nothing there. Alright. You deal 2 warriors, each in the 2 clerics you rule of the lowest priority. So, no, 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 yes. 2 here, and 2 up there. There we go. Yeah. And build a building of the type with the most pieces on the map in a clearing you rule with the most Marquis warriors. Here, but 3, that means there. Another workshop. They're really starting to score points now, though. Yeah. Move all but 3 warriors from each clearing to adjacent clearing with the most enemy pieces, then battle in each clearing. Clearing most enemy pieces here, so they go in there and then battle. Each clearing moved into. The defender battle play with the most pieces there, then with most points there. So the mechanical marquees move down to this clearing right here, and they battle the birds again. Let's see how that goes. 2 and 2. So that means 1 bird and 1 cat. Bye bye. Next up, we have the electric area after the cats have scored. Check to score the most, so they score 4 points. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. They are at 13 points, meaning that they are in the lead. Now let's see what the electric area are doing. So it's another bird card, and not a craftable item. So it just goes in here. Go. Now, recruit warriors equal. So now recruit warriors. Make with the most enemy pieces. Is that still the thing? Recruit most enemy pieces. Yeah. Okay, so this is the only one they can recruit in anyway. And then a mouse clearing. This is the one with the most enemy pieces. And then 4 enemy clearing. Most enemy pieces. So this has 4 enemy pieces. This has 6 enemy pieces. Oh wait, no. They can't because there is no roost there. So that means it's over here then. Right. And then we have a move. From the clearing rule was clearing much there with the most heavy warriors. So we need 3, right, to retain the rule. Yep. Adjacent clearing with no roost. This has a roost, this has a roost, this does not, and does not. This is a clearing with the fewest enemy pieces, which is here because there are no enemy pieces here. And then we have from the mouse clearings here, the one with the most, so move to a clearing with the roost, with the fewest enemy pieces. So that's up here, without a roost. And then we have the most, where there are the most heavy warriors, so that is here, no roost. Meaning this is the only one, so we move in there. And now it's time to battle in everywhere. So we battle there or there. That's the question. Where do we battle? In this battle clearing set of matches we're set. Defender is to play with the most discolored. Such a clearing with no roost, yeah. Then that is the one. So they battle the mechanical marquees up in the clearing over there. Alright, that is 3 against 2. So 2 cats and 2 birds. And Then we have mouse clearing. Are they in any mouse clearings? Yes, they are here. So apparently they're going to attack my trade post. Why? Why would you do this though? Scoring 1 point. And then we have that's unfortunate for me. It's very unfortunate for me. Battle in the whichever clearing with no roost. Guess that still counts, right? Initial battle the conflict defenders play with the most buildings there. Clearing such clearing with no roost. So this or this. Oh wait, there are no. So this or this. Most defenseless buildings. But I suppose 0. The lowest priority. So here. So they come in and they attack me again. Oh boy. We have 1 and 0. So they do 2 damage to me. And I do 0 damage to them. Fortunate. Yeah. Build, place roost in the clearing rule of highest priority with no roost. Highest priority with no roost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here we go. Place a roost right there. And score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 14. They are at the. They are in the lead. Alright, now next up we have the Automated Alliance. Let's see what they do with their order card being a fox clearing and a craftable item. So they will craft that item. Score 1 point for doing so. There we go. Alright. Next up we have Revolt. The fox clearing. They cannot. So public pity. They will spread sympathy to fox clearings. Meaning that they will spread sympathy there and gain no point for doing so. Then they will spread sympathy again. Which was either here or here. They cannot spread sympathy there. So they have to spread it here and gain 1 victory point for doing so. And we have third spread sympathy, in the first one in daylight. It's either that or there. And it's the fewest enemy pieces, so it's over there. And they gain 2 victory points for doing that. 1 surprise roll, no. Organize, no. Recruit, yes. Recruit in each of the clearings. All right. Looks like that's it. Then they discard this card, and the turn goes over to the Vagabond. Let's see what the Vagabond draws. There you go. It's a rabbit with a craftable item. So the Vagabond will craft the craftable item, which is a root tea. Yeah. Craft slip if you have 2 or fewer. No. So they will do the battle. Move to the nearest clearing with an episode of the enemy with the most victory points. The most victory points is the electric area. Highest priority, so they move in here. The vagabond moves in there. And they battle the electric area. So let's see how that goes. 2 against 2, so that's 1 against 2. So 1 bird goes away, and 2 items gets damaged. And then it's another round because the vagabond exhausts 2 more items. So up goes, and it's 0 and a 2. So the vagabond does 1 damage, take out 1 bird. So that is 2 points for the vagabond for having taken out 2 points, 2 enemies. And then we do a repair. They cannot, and special, such as discard pile. For the top card with available item and craft it. For 1. Let's see. Here's not available. Yes, they can craft a backpack. Score a victory point for doing so. And that is it. Time to, if you have any damaged items, refresh 4 undamaged. So refreshing these 4. Repair all, if not, repair 1 item. Then discard the other card. There we go. And good. Now it is back to my turn. So now the question is, should I go out and try to get a new trading post? Or should I just be trying to get to score the funds? Let's have a look. Protectionism, 2. No dividends, no. Got the funds, yep. Then we put all of these in commitments to draw 3 cards. There we go. Right. Alright. So now we have a bunch of cards. These are a whole bunch of cards that we have. None of them that I can craft though, but I can craft them to get the bonus. But the crafting to get the warrior in the payment box. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see how it goes. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Alright. Yeah. Let's see if it's possible. As long as these freaking as long as these freaking bots stop trying to destroy my trading posts all the time. It's a little frustrating, to be honest. What can you do? Right? What can you do? Mechanical Marquise. See what they got. Got a rabbit card with not a craftable item on it. So let's just see what they are doing. Review, craft, And now it's time to battle in each rabbit clearing. You're not present with any enemies in any rabbit clearing. So no battle. Recruit. You recruit 4 warriors, evenly spread among your clearings. So that is 2 here, 2 here. Build the last workshop. Yes. All right. All right. Yep. Move all but 3 of your warriors to your warriors or clan to adjust clan with the most enemy pieces. So this most enemy pieces. This with the most enemy pieces up there. Yeah. That's good. It's very good. Then expand and score 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 5. Mm-hmm. Okay, so discard this, and it is then onwards to the electric area. See what they do. They have a mouse card with a craftable item on it. So it goes straight into the decree. Come on, stop it. Stop it. There you go. We will craft add the order card. And then we have the decree. Time for the decree. Let's have a look. Start with recruit. 1 recruit in a fox clearing. Roost. Most enemy pieces. And then 2 in a mouse clearing. There are most enemy pieces, right? And oh, no, that doesn't have a roost. Used in warriors, so you can with the lowest priority. 8. So then 8 is lower than 3. So here we go. And then 4 warriors. Clearing with a roost. Just clearing with the most enemy pieces. So here it does not have a roost. This has a bunch of enemy pieces. And that does not have a roost. Okay. Over there. Alright, good. Let's see. Recruit is done. Move from the clearing. You rule whose suit matches the suit's column's suit and has the most eerie warriors. Alright, so this one has the most. Move to a clearing with no roost. 2, 3. 2, 3. So 3. Move out. With no roost, so these two have a roost, so we move up here. 3. Up there. And then we from mouse clearing with the most warriors. That's that and that. Who from the clearing rule that has the most area warriors? So this and this. They are both the same. There is no tiebreaker, so the highest priority, which is here, to clearing with no roost, so up here. That was a mouse clearing, so that means I need to leave one warrior. And then we have most, there are no more to move. Okay. Then we battle, initiate a battle in a clearing whose suit matches the color. Defender is played with the most buildings there. So this or this. There are no buildings there. So such a clearing with no roosts above. Such a clearing with the most defenseless buildings. Such a clearing on lowest priority. So this is the most with the most defensive stuff then. So I guess it's that. They take out this sympathy token again and score a point for doing so. And then we have a mouse clearing here. Sympathy token taken out, victory points gained. And then we have there no roost, so this has no roost and this has no roost. Most defenseless buildings, lowest priority. Here the defender is played with the most buildings there. If this color has more cards in each, such a player with the most pieces there. I'm the player with the most pieces there, so they attack me in that clearing. That is, they do 4 damage and I do 1 damage. Well, that's a shame. It's a shame. I don't get why you keep attacking me. What have I done? Just trying to sell my wares here, bro. Okay. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, but you know what can you do? Build a roost and clearing a rule of highest priority with no roost. Doesn't rule. This is the highest priority clearing, that the electric area rule. And then we score 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we move on to the Automated Alliance, and their order card is this. With a craftable item, so they will craft this sword. It's a bird card. Craft this sword. There you go. And then no revolt, public pity. So they will try to. That is not possible. So they have here. Unsympathetic trading with the fewest enemy pieces. There you go, fewest enemy pieces. and another one, because first that's 1 victory point, and then another one, pure semi pieces, 5, more than 5, so there you go. And they score 1 victory point, and then they do spread sympathy again, and that is here, it's 2 points. Yeah, and then we have surprise revolt. Revolt is such a clearing of any suit, so it's a rabbit clearing that needs to be revolted in, and they are only present in one rabbit clearing, so they revolt here. Remove this roost, score a point for removing that roost, and hey, that means go out. That doesn't mean run across the table. Where was it? Alright, they're revolting. They just revolted. Okay, so now they organize. Means in each clearing with a base and 3 or more alliance warriors. Remove all alliance warriors there and spread sympathy. Remove all of these warriors and spread sympathy, which is not up there, so they have to go up there or there, so they spread sympathy here. They recruit, so place a warrior here, here, and here. And then they discard the card. Wait, they also scored 3 points for putting, or 2 points for spreading sympathy up there. And then we have the Vagabond. So the Vagabond draws this order card. That's bird cards. So the Vagabond then will not be needing to slip. Vagabond will do an explore action, move 1 to exhaust, and has to exhaust an item to move 1. There you go. And then it is quest time. So the Vagabond moves highest priority back here. The Vagabond does this quest, which is repair a shed. That's 1 victory point for the Vagabond, and me and the Vagabond are both tied for the last place. It's done that quest, and new quest is fend off a bear in a rabbit clearing. That's the newest quest. Alright. Now we have aid. So the Vagabond with any items with the least VP, which would be the Woodland Alliance, and so exhaust as many items as possible to up to the number of items they have, take that many items from them, score that many VP. So that's 3. Three victory points. 1, 2, 3. And then after aid we have battle with the nearest clearing, the electric area, and battle with the electric area. Alright. So now we have 6, 3, 6, 7, 8. right when this is ready again. So battle against the electric area. Let's see how that goes. 2 and 3. So 2 each. 2 birds and 2 items. That is it. No more battling. If you have any damage item, refresh 4 undamaged or will be refreshed. And if you're in the forest before us, if not, repair 1 item. Repair 1 item. And discard the order card. Alright, and then it's my turn. So I'll get 2 from protectionism. There we go. Score defense and then guarded bonds. Yeah. Let's put 2 warriors in there. Commit 1 to battle against the electric area. One and 1. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. There we go. I guess I'll do another battle against the mechanical marquees. Score a victory point for taking out that. Then I guess I'll just leave it. It's unfortunate, but you know, that's how it goes. This does not look good. Does not look good. Alright, discard down and mechanical marquees. Let's have a look. It's an order card. It's a mouse. Order card, not a craftable item card. So the mechanical marquees will battle in each ordered clearing. So they will battle first. They will battle up there with the electric area. Here that goes. So 1 against a 3. So that's 1 each. And mouse clearing, they are not present here, they will battle against the sympathy token. Score a point for that. And yeah, then it's time to recruit, which means they will recruit. Wait, no, that was what? That's not a mouse clearing. They're only in 1 mouse clearing. Okay, so that's 4 warriors in this clearing. Build a recruiter. They're unable to build. They have no more places to build. That's a shame. So, no building. Move over 3 of your warriors from each of the contractors with the most enemy pieces. So, for this, move down here. And then, if you did not place a building in this one and have 5 or fewer buildings, them up, discard the order card and then order new. Score. Place a building track, so no victory points there. Discard the order card. Then we have the electric Eyrie. Electric Eyrie will be drawing this order card right there. It's a fox card without a craftable item on it, so they will go ahead and add that to their decree right there. And resolve the decree. Let us have a look at the updated rules again, just to make sure that we are following the correct ones. Place warrior equal to number in a card in a column in a clearing with the roost whose suit matches this column's suit. First time for target clearing, such a clearing with the most enemy pieces. Fox clearing with a roost, there are 2 of them. This has the most enemy pieces, so they recruit 2 there. And then we have 2 in the mouse clearings. They have 2 mouse clearings, equal amount fewest area warriors, so that's 2 here. And then we have as many as we can in a clearing with the most enemy pieces, not roost. So 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. So 2 there. Oh. Put them down the wrong way. That's done recruiting. Move from the clearing rule whose suit matches this column's suit, Fox clearing, and has the most eerie warriors. Most eerie warriors. So this, that's 3. So they need to move. There we go. 3 to adjacent clearing without a roost. It's this or that. Such clearing with the fewest enemy pieces, so they move in here with the with the woodland warriors or the woodland automated alliance. Yeah. And then we have the mouse, 2 cards. Yeah, they are on. There we go. Here they can move from here. Such a clearing with the fewest enemy pieces, so they move in here and they take over there because of course they do. There you go, and then they can't do this bird column, so no movement from there. Battle! Fox clearing. The defender is the player with the most buildings, so here we have Fox clearing there or there. Most defenseless is this. So they take out the token, the sympathy token from the from the automated alliance. And then they battle in mouse clearings, which is here or here. It's still the same. First target is such a clearing with no roost, so that would be this then. If such a clearing with the most defenseless buildings. Because it's this, there is no battle line. So such a clearing with no roost. Okay, so wherever they are with no roost, so it's either here or here or here. Okay. Most defenseless buildings. None of them have any defenseless buildings. Yeah, this one does. Sympathy token goes out. Victory point goes up. That's it. And now it's time to build. So they build a clearing rule of highest priority with no roost. Highest priority, they rule can only rule one clearing that doesn't have a roost, so that's here. And then they score 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are up at 28 points. Unlikely that they're not going to win. Pretty sure they're not going to win. Woodland Alliance, or Automated Alliance. Let's have a look at their order card. It's a Fox Cleric with no craftable items. So they will revolt. No revolting possible, so they will get public pity. So there we go, in here, and they score 1 point for that. And then another one, it is here. So they score 3 points for that. 1, 2, 3. And then the third one, there's no more Fox Clearings available. Oh yes, there is. There we go. So that is 2 points for that. 1, 2, 23. No surprise revolt. Organize. There we go. 3 warriors disappear. They get the last one out, just here. So that's 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then recruit. So they recruit here, here, and here. Let's move a little bit so that the building can go back in place. Good. That is it. That is it for the Automated Alliance. So they will discard their order card, and we go on to the Vagabot. The Vagabot will get this order card. The Vagabot will craft the sword, which is the 6, 7, 8. So Fox suit, and they move on to. There's no need to slip, so they will start to explore. So that's one move. Exhaust 1 card, and then take out this. There we go. And then they battle against the Electric Eerie. They exhaust 1 item to battle against the Electric Eerie. Let's see how that goes. It's a 3, right? Yeah, 3 against 3. That means that the Electric Eerie are doing 3 damage to the Vagabot. The Vagabot does 2 damage to the Electric Eerie. 2 birds 8. The Vagabot does another attack. Let's see how that goes. It's a 3 against a 2. So the Electric Eerie can only do 1 damage to the Vagabot. The 6th item is no longer. The Vagabot takes out the bird. That means the Vagabot got 3 points. 1, 2, 3 for taking out the bird. For taking out the birds. Alright. Then we have special search and discard pile. Is there a one? Is there a T here somewhere? Yes, there is. So the Vagabond takes this card right here from the discard pile and crafts that T. Scores 1 point for doing so. To 11, and it gets the T, and it's the 6th item. And that is it. If you have any damaged item, refresh 4 undamaged. Yep. If you have area force, repair all. If not, repair 1. Repair 1, and discard order card. That is it for the Vagabond, and it is back to my turn. So let's see how that goes. Protectionism for dividends, gather funds. There we go. All these funds. Spend 2 to place out here. Spend 2 to place 1 warrior and a trading post. There. to score 2 points for the trading post. And yeah, I guess I'll do a battle against the electric area. Let's see how that goes. That's a 0 against a 0. That's a shame. I guess I should have gone against the Woodland Alliance instead. Oh well. Yeah. Next up now is the Mechanical Marquis. Mechanical Marquis, let's see what they get for their... oh, look at that. They were about to craft a roti, but then the vagabond managed to snatch it right in front of them. So that's a mouse card. So battle in each mouse clearing. So they battle here, and they battle against most pieces there. That's tight. Most points there. So they battle against the electric area. Let's see. The electric area, they do 2 points of damage. That 2 hits, both of them. 2 cats, 2 birds. Any more mouse clearings in which they can battle? No. And then they recruit 4 warriors. So that is 4 warriors in one place, because that's the only place where they can battle. Yeah, alright. That looks like that's it for that. Building, time to build a little bit. Can they build? Can they build? No, they cannot. No more building. Move all but 3 of your warriors from each order clearing to the adjacent clearing with the most enemy pieces. So all but 3, so that's in here because there's a partial piece there. Expand, no expanding. Score, nothing, and discard. Now it is time for the electric area to do something. Let's see what the order card that they draw is. Craftable item, however, it's not available, so no crafting, and it's a rabbit card. So let's put it in the rabbit column. First, we recruit in the fox clearings with a roost, with the most enemy pieces. 2 birds in fox clearing with the most enemy pieces. This has 4. This has more than that. Alright, mouse clearing with the most enemy pieces. Enough there because they don't have a roost there. So it's either this or there. And fused area warriors, the lowest priority. So 2 there. And then we have 1 in the rabbit clearing, the only rabbit clearing that they rule up there. And then we move from the merchant clearing with the most area warriors to adjacent clearing with no roost. So fox clearing, most area warriors here with no roost. So this has a roost. So it's either this or up there. Fused enemy warriors. So that means down here. And then we move from mouse clearing. There is only 1 mouse clearing from which they can move to a no roost clearing, which is here. And then we have from a rabbit clearing with the most area warriors. But if you have an equal amount of area warriors, then it's highest priority. So from here we move we move to the clearing with without a roost. There are no clearings without a roost. Fewest enemy warriors. So it's either this or that. Fewest enemy warriors, then lowest priority. Alright, so up here. Move up there. Alright. And next up we have this. Whatever is the most, they cannot move anywhere, so they battle. Now in the fox clearing, here they take out this sympathy token again. Score 1 point for that. And here they take out this sympathy token again. Score 1 point for that. And then they win. I feel pretty confident in saying that it would have been a lot easier if I wasn't constantly targeted. I feel like I would not have been targeted this much if it had been any playing against players. All right, well, that will be it for me now. It's been a relatively short stream, but I hope it's been a good stream regardless. I hope you enjoyed spending your time here with me. I really appreciate that you decided to spend your time here with me. And yeah, as you can see, I enjoyed. I had a lot of fun playing Root for you. It became quite an interesting game. I wasn't able to do too well with the Riverfolk Company, but I'm not giving up hope. Yeah, so I thank you for watching. I hope you will join me again for the next stream, and until then, please do have a